Every box brings hope, dignity to people that receive it in the greatest hour of need.
There are many ways that Canadians are contributing to disaster relief in Japan. This is one of the more innovative ways, though. This is a ShelterBox. A ShelterBox tent. We're just outside our studios here, and Lisa Salapatek is the executive director of ShelterBox Canada, and she joins me here to talk about what we're standing inside. And everything in here fits in this. Is that the idea?
It does. This is a ShelterBox. ShelterBox response team is currently in Japan distributing shelter boxes to families that have lost their homes due to the disaster that's taken place in Japan. So within the ShelterBox, we're currently standing within the ShelterBox tent. This tent can house a family of up to 10 people. It has been developed over the course of the past 10 years to withstand 100-kilometer winds, extreme weather temperatures.
Fire retardant.
Exactly. Families can live in the ShelterBox tent for up to a year or more, and
How big a family can live in here?
Very often we have extended families of up to 10 people living within the tent. There are also partitions that come to with the tent that can form separate rooms within it to provide privacy to family members.
How many of these have we shipped over so far to Japan?
So far we have over 700 shelter boxes that are in Japan being distributed or have already been distributed to families. And we have another shipment on its way currently, which will take us up to about 1,400 boxes. We have up to 5,000 boxes on standby as well, ready to provide to Japanese families if needed.
What else is in the shelter box? I mean, I noticed, is it the stove that you have here? Is that included?
That's right.
As well?
So other things within the shelter box beyond the tent include this wood-burning cook stove, as well as pots and pans. Toolkit is included in the box as well, so families can either improve their current living conditions or begin to rebuild their lives. Water purification. We provide mosquito nets in areas that have malaria as well, because we do respond to disasters all over the world. A kit for children, hats, gloves, and mitts, blankets, and insulated ground sheets for warmth.
What happened? So when they're no longer needed, what happens to them? What happens to all this equipment?
So often in the countries that were responding to disasters, the shelter box equipment is required for an extended period of time. In the case of the Haiti earthquake, where we shelter box provided about a quarter of the tents to
people could live in here for
and
years.
They were living in them for over a year. In the case of Haiti. So certainly, once we provide the shelter box to a family, it remains with the family. Many of the items with them are used to help rebuild their lives, because most of these families have often lost everything.
How much do these shelter boxes cost with everything included, and how can people help out?
So people can help out by donating to ShelterBox Canada. Our website is shelterboxcanada.org, and we welcome donations of any size. For every $1,000 that ShelterBox Canada receives, we're able to fund one shelter box that will go to one family. That includes the cost of what goes into the shelter box, as well as our distribution and shipping to get it to people who are most in need.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really interesting. Right over to you, Beth.
Okay, thanks.